Dungeons deep, the shadows thicker. A hero's tale in every line. Grab your sword, it's Christmas time. Roll the dice tonight, oh, roll the dice. Fate's a gamble, risk the price. Roll the dice tonight, oh, roll the dice. One more turn could change your life.
Okay, welcome back from the break. Hope everybody's all coffeeed up, ready to go. As you guys approach Undagoro, before the break, you guys got a good briefing from Sir Arthur Stonefist and his reconnaissance soldier, who had a hand-drawn map of Undagoro for you guys, and they kind of briefed you up on what to expect. And you guys made the journey by foot to Hearthome, a town that only three of you have been. And it has been quite some time since you were there, but they remembered you guys fondly for saving their town. And they hooked you up with a night at the inn, all drinks, all food on them, and then gave you a skiff provisioned for 1 week. But thanks to Alaris's expert captaining, you guys got to Undagoro in 3 days. So right on time. So there's a few extra provisions. But as you guys awaken on the third day, Milo's just kind of hanging out at the back of the ship, and Torque is nowhere to be seen. And that's where we're going to pick up.
Aoethera, a world of ancient magic, steam-driven technology, and fragile alliances, where secrets hide in every shadow and betrayal lurks in every pact. A war is brewing. Cities tremble. The world teeters on the edge of ruin. Will you rise to save it? Or fall? Steel yourselves for the Cataclysm. Cataclysm is a 2-book epic adventure set in a new world of magic and steam, built for those who seek renown. Explore Aoethera with 79 unique maps, 32 illustrated NPCs, and new monsters in the bestiaries of both books. Aoethera Cataclysm by CritHeads Gaming, exclusively on DriveThruRPG.com.
Who was supposed to be babysitting the drunk?
Yeah, but somebody didn't babysit him.
I was babysitting the dog.
And because of that,
I were babysitting a tankard of ale.
so
Search the boat, or we just assume he fell in the water and drowned and turned to an ice cube?
Well, I don't imagine there's much boat to search.
there really isn't. See, it's pretty obvious what became of him.
Here lies Torque. Now he's our chum. Now he's Shark Chum.
Amen. Yeah, well, so you guys, Alaris, you continue to pilot the boat expertly, and let me try to paint this scene for you, because you're probably still driving, right?
That's correct. I'm still driving.
Damn, they got you driving all over the place. So, as you approach Undagoro, there is a channel that leads into a bay where the village is. The reconnaissance soldier suggested that you make landfall to the east of that bay so that you can kind of sneak in using the Arctic forest as cover. Now, on the western side of the bay, there is a small strip of Arctic forest, but more along the coast, there's high peaks and mountain ranges that seem to stretch for just miles and miles. So you do have a choice. You could land on the east or the west side of the channel, or you could go straight up the channel and right into the bay. It's, you're the one behind the helm, so it's your choice.
Can I ask the crew, meaning the rest of the party, what they want to do?
Mm-hmm.
So just following what the soldier recommended, land in the east and make our way in from the north. While the mountainous terrain would be no challenge to me and Moriel, it may be more difficult for some of the party.
I'm a goat lad. I'm used to mountains.
I would be tempted to cause an avalanche.
All right, to the east it is.
Is it possible to land there? Is that where we're landing?
That would add a lot of time to the trip. Let's see. So that would be...
So
Yeah, that
landing like here.
Yeah. So landing where you're pinging would add 5 days to the trip. You guys do have 2 days worth of provisions left, so you could do it.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to take a hike that long.
Okay.
I'd have too many spell components.
Freezing your balls off is one thing. Freezing your balls off and having to walk is another.
Don't say balls too much. I'm not done training the wolf yet.
What is it called around here for you?
Okie dokie. Yeah. Undagoro Forest. Wow. Okay. I've got you guys in the top right corner of the Undagoro Forest. Let's see if we even need the map, though.
Vlad's going to go ahead and mount Morio so he doesn't have to get his boots wet.
Okay. All right, so as you guys make landfall, the first thing you notice is that the winds are whipping horribly. We're talking like 30, 40 mile per hour winds, kicking up all the snow, causing whiteout conditions. And it is a shrieking maelstrom. Like, it is horrible outside. You don't really want to get off the boat. It's so cold, and the wind is just so horrible. You can only really move at about half of your normal movement speed because the wind is just pushing you from east to west. And you can barely hear your own voice when you talk. Like, you kind of have to yell into the wind to communicate. What do you guys do?
I'd suggest waiting for better weather. I don't want to be out in this. So easy to lose your bearings and end up completely lost.
There is no concern of that. It's not possible.
Oh, well, it's all right for your shiny metal ass.
And I have this lovely black bear coat that I can wear.
Forgot about that.
Aye, well, the rest of us ain't quite so lucky, lad.
So are we moving slowly because of the wind or the depth of the snow?
Because
What
of the
I'm glad
wind.
of is I picked up a pair of trousers when we was in town. Otherwise, me nuts would be in me throat.
So is it the slow movement because of the wind or because of the depth of snow?
Because of the wind.
Have we left the boat yet?
It sounds like you guys might be. Well, Scotty's vote is to stay on the boat, and Amber agrees. But what about the rest?
How far of a walk is it?
Can Creth just like invert the realm and put us in the shadow realm again, and we just walk without all the wind and stuff?
I mean, I could do that, yes.
For how many people?
I believe it's... I mean, my big thing is it is a one-time use spell without a long rest. Because I only have one level 7 spell. Maybe it wasn't level 7, level 6. Wait, where the hell did it go? I have lost it somehow. Where did it go? Pellet.
It'll be wherever my accent ended up.
I know that feel. I have a bad habit.
Right next to the left sock that the dryer ate.
I have a bad habit of just like accidentally like over the course of conversations going from one accent to another, just unintentionally. And that's one nice thing about Creth is because I kind of wanted him to do that. Okay, so ethereal, I can. God, this is a long description.
We found Torque's body.
Found Torque's body. It came
so
in a
you
little
can target
cocktail
up to-
umbrella.
So 3 willing creatures, including myself.
Okay.
Each spell, for each spell slot above. Oh, so actually, hold on. I think I read that wrong. Because if I remember, I could do that with 6 people. Playing creatures into Oh no, I think it's 3 creatures, including myself, and every spell slot above 7th level, I can add another 3.
Okay. So you're level 15.
I have I have 8 spell slots, or 8th level spells is my highest spell slot.
Okay, so you could only do it for 4.
No, I think it's an additional 3 based on what is the way it was worded.
Oh, really?
So I think I can do 6 total. So not the whole party, in other words.
Right.
How far are we away on like days wise?
Days wise, y'all are 1 day away.
Is the travel time the same in the shadow realm as it is in the physical realm?
Yes.
Is it a day away in the half speed or a day away in the full normal walking speed?
Day away in full normal walking speed. So with the winds affecting you, you're 2 days away.
Yeah, and
Okay,
this spell only lasts 8 hours, so this is not the way.
Well, maybe it might still work.
I mean, it could help, sure.
So Lad is not affected by difficult terrain. Does that apply to wind as well?
No.
Oh, well, okay.
Yep, there's a different effect. Yeah, the snow isn't going to slow you or Scotty down, but the wind will.
I think we just got to bite the bullet and go with it.
Children.
Can I do
Whether-
a nature check to see if I can get a nice sized piece of bark off of a tree?
I was just about to ask whether the skiff we were on came with any sort of lifeboats.
No lifeboats, and yes, go ahead, give me a nature check.
Yeah, I'm looking for basically something small enough to make a sled that I could fit on, just have like a single piece of like tree bark.
Okay.
I'm curious to know how you plan to propel yourself.
I have a wolf.
A sled
is
dog
the-
in it.
Is the wolf strong enough?
I mean, robot wolf.
That's
so
why
maybe.
mechanical advantage and friction come into play.
Robot wolf, so maybe.
Okay, so with that 12, I assume you're on the boat, kind of like peeking over the gunnels as the wind whips overhead. You do see a large pine tree not that far from you, and you jump off of the boat and you kind of fight against the wind, kind of stumbling, fighting your way to that tree. You get to it, and you use, I'm assuming, like your thorn whip to kind of like skin the bark off.
Yeah.
And
I did that sickle, you know.
yeah, and you think it's gonna work, and you pick it up and you go to fight your way back to the boat, and the wind just breaks it in half.
In half, so I got skis.
Not long ways, short ways. You've got basically two bodyboards.
I was
Okay,
kind of hoping the wind was going to pick him up and he'd go off like a hang glider.
that'd been awesome. I'd have got there faster. All right, so
Yeah,
I kind of got an idea how I can get around. I'll keep those two halves.
Okay.
Interesting. You've just given me an idea.
And
Lad, where'd you get that bark from, lad?
I point to the tree and go, nature provides.
Aye, nice pair of snowshoes. Should help us pick up some extra distance.
And Rosie, you take 3 points of cold damage from exposing yourself out there long enough to cut that bark.
Oh, great.
That's not good.
Good at all.
It's a nasty winter storm.
Yeah.
'Cause everybody that goes out there is going to take. Well, anybody who's not robotic.
Rosie's robotic. She just took damage.
Yep, I do have some
And
flesh.
the rest
still.
of us are fucked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
I honestly didn't think it's a good idea to be going out in this storm.
I know
for it
y'all
to
want to do the
pass.
stealthy approach, but it may just be easier just to drive the boat into the bay. Jump out
Depends
and
on
say
the enemies.
surprise.
Well, in fairness, if the weather's the same there as it is here, they ain't not going to fucking see us if we do.
Yep, it's a fair point. Or at least halfway up the bay.
Because if they have any sense, they'll be all in their tents, hiding from the elements. And we
Unless
could
they've
just
grown-
sail our way in there and do our business.
Unless they've grown accustomed to it, where it doesn't affect them too much. I don't know about the rest of you, but I've heard orcs are rather resilient.
Either that or too dumb to realize it's cold.
Either way, they might not be affected by it, in which case we put ourselves at a severe disadvantage.
Oh, what's going to be the bigger disadvantage? That one or the one we got right now?
I mean, depends. Does anyone know about these lands? Like, maybe the storm will pass if we wait.
Amber's going to chime in. Well, I mean, it's got to pass at some point, right? There's no way it's like this all the time.
Nice spring.
I know of a mountain that always has a thunderstorm on it, so.
Well,
Don't remind me.
that's true.
All I know is I don't fancy our odds crossing all that distance in this.
So how long did it take me to cut that bark out of the tree if you were to do it in seconds?
If we didn't freeze to death, we're going to be totally fucked when we get there. We'll be no use for fighting.
Doing it in seconds? I'm not going to do that math. I'm saying that it took you about 45 minutes to get to the tree, cut the bark off, and get back to the boat.
Okay, so that's 3 health. That's a health point per 15 minutes,
Give or take.
give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, it works.
Yeah, we had to travel, and we had to travel a day to get there. Or no, 2 days because of the wind.
Does the wind affect magical fire, like produce flame cantrip?
You don't know. But as you guys are sitting there discussing, the storm gets worse. As you're hiding below decks on the ship, you hear the wind actually pick up, and you're fully confident that it's moving at 51 miles per hour or more now. And the ship is like, it's kind of run aground a little bit. As in, you're not really going to drift away, you don't think, but it is rocking the boat on its keel.
Hey. Well, that settles it. I'm no fucking going out there, lad.
Yeah, not until this passes. We wouldn't even be able to see.
Yeah, Loris is going to chime in and say, yeah, I think we need to hold here for the night and see what tomorrow morning brings.
Yeah, fine by me.
All right, since we're bedding down for the night, I'm going to change up some of my cantrips. If you don't mind, Tim.
I don't mind.
Scotty's going to go. Scotty's going to go and find the anchor and hoik it overboard, just to make sure we don't move.
I'm going to replace frostbite with create bonfire.
Probably a good idea. Scotty, you open up the hatch. You try to open up the hatch to climb to the top deck to toss the anchor overboard. And you are fighting that wind hardcore. Give me a strength check. Let's see if you even can get it open.
This is going to be interesting. Am I the strongest one here?
You should be, especially if you rage.
Definitely stronger than me.
I'm going to try it twice. I'm going to try it once without rage, and if that doesn't work, then I'm going to get pissed.
Okay.
And try again.
That makes sense.
So, no, it's not a saving throw. It's just a straight strength, isn't it?
Yeah, while we're bed down for the night, I'm going to have a look at my spell list to see if I can put in some Arctic survival.
Okay. Yeah, 10 is not enough. So you get pissed. You enter into your rage. Go ahead and roll it again. Yeah, that's not enough. That wind is really pushing down. So,
all right, lads, we're here whether we want to be or not, it seems.
Amber sees you struggling, and she comes over. She's like, "Hang on, let me give you let me give you a hand." And yeah, go ahead and roll it again.
I'm gonna shove a fate on this.
Okay.
Didn't need to, probably, but
roll that d6.
24.
Okay. Let me see. What is Amber's modifier to her strength. 0. So she's no help at all. You are shoving hard against this hatch, and it cracks open just a little bit and then slams back down shut. You wouldn't even have been able to get a finger in there, and if you did, you might have lost it.
Okay, I'll loss.
Quick question, Tim.
Yeah.
If I was to use like gust or gust of wind, can I like put wind out in front of me to like neutralize the wind to get my speed back?
You could try.
Yeah. Okay. Look at some other stuff while y'all keep talking.
Okay.
The problem is you're burning spell slots.
Well, one of them's a cantrip.
That's not so bad then.
And Vlad tried to assist Scotty.
Absolutely. What is your strength modifier?
I never know where to look for that properly.
Yeah, you don't want me to help because I got a -1 for my modifier.
You'll get in the way. You're weaker than freaking Amber is.
Yeah.
So where you look is on the left, it'll be the larger number.
3, so +3.
+3. Okay, Scotty.
If I tried to help, my stitch would just start to pop.
Right. And you'll fall to pieces. Scotty, go ahead and roll it again and add 3 to whatever you roll. And you still have 2 fate dice.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to waste all the fate dice on trying to get a hatch open.
Didn't we both roll?
No, with you, you're basically giving the help action. So I'm using your strength modifier and adding it to his roll, which has his strength modifier as well.
Right, I've got.
So it's like you both are like up against the hatch shoving.
Gotcha.
What would my rage modifier be?
It gives you advantage on strength checks. So when you've been rolling since you raged the second and the third roll, I'm looking at both numbers, but
Right.
the left numbers were higher anyway.
I was looking to see if I should have been adding. Okay, right. God.
Ooh, 16. Yeah. Nope. And at this point, Scotty, you are exhausted. You cannot check against this hatch any further. Like, you are
It
gassed.
is budging, lads. Good job we got plenty of food and booze down here, because we're going to be here a while.
See if Vlad can do it.
Okay. Do you want to add fate to it or anything?
No. I don't think it would do as much good.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Tim?
Yep.
All right, I may have to do a like a high level spell slot for this, but control winds.
Control.
I can in a 100-foot cube. I can see within range. I can choose one of the following effects: gust, wind picks up, downdraft, causes a sustained blast of strong wind to blow downward, or updraft, causes sustained updraft within the cube. So I could cast a level 5 spell slot, and that gives 100 feet of movement, where I could basically updraft us so we're kind of floating more in the air versus it pushing us down and back. So that's only good for like 100 feet.
So the problem is the wind is pushing you in whatever direction it's blowing. Right now, it's east to west. So if you cast updraft and it kind of lifts you up, you are going to fly to the west.
With gust, I can pick the horizontal direction I choose for it to push the wind.
Okay.
Calm, moderate, or strong, so I can actually have it push us faster towards where we want to go.
Yeah.
But it's like a level 5 spell, I think.
It is indeed 5th level. Let's see. Duration 1 hour. So, is that something you wanted to try now? Or is that something...
Well, no, The thing is it's only good for a 100-foot cube, so we'd only be able to move fast in a 100-foot cube, and then after that 100-foot cube, I'd have to recast it again.
Well, the thing
No,
is, hear me out on this one, because I like the idea and I think I can improve on it. If we can get the sails up, once we're in the air in that 100-foot cube, we're fine because the wind is just going to carry us off west. And hopefully it'll carry us far enough that we won't hit the ground before we get to wherever.
So now you're talking about using updraft to pick up the boat. Not just you guys. The entire boat.
Well, we're kind of trapped in the boat because we can't get the freaking hatch open.
No, this is true.
So we work with what we got.
Cast updraft. We all just slam into the ceiling of the boat.
Well, what do you guys... are you guys going to do that? Or...
I mean, it's a dumb idea, but it's about the only one we got at the moment.
I mean...
And this assumes that the sails would hold the weight of the boat being blown at 51 miles an hour in the west. And that the masts would hold.
Yeah. I think we just need to let the winds calm down, know if we can actually open the hatch first, then decide what we're going to do. Because I don't think flying, because I can lift the boat, but it's currently, the wind is pushing us the opposite direction. I can't do both an updraft and a gust at the same time.
Well, that's why I was thinking we use the updraft to get it up, and then the wind is already there to move us forward.
Or what's the opposite direction?
Yeah.
Because right now the wind's blowing us out back to sea.
Not quite back to sea. You guys... So, let me put you on the world map. I've got the little CritHeads icon for where you guys are at. So it's blowing east to west. And let me move this little icon. So it's kind of blowing you against the shore because of the angle of the shoreline. So right now, you guys seem to be okay.
Now I'm thinking those mountains would have
I'm going
shielded
to
us
take
from the
that as
wind.
context clues, and we should just hang tight for the night.
It's
I'm
going
fine
in
with that.
that sort of direction.
Yep.
I'm actually quite proud of that arrow, considering I drew it with a mouse.
It's very well done. All right, so what do you guys do? You just hunker down in the ship, pull out a deck of cards?
Right.
I feed the dog and try to train the dog again.
You already have the roll for this day.
Yeah.
So
maybe we wake up in the morning and I'll try before we head out.
okay. Well, good news. You guys kind of hang out for an hour. You know, Amber's over there playing solitary with the deck of cards and whatever. Rosie, you're trying to teach the wolf to play chess. And after a little while, you realize that, wait a minute, I don't hear the wind anymore.
Trying to explain to the dog, no, there's no kinging, that's checkers.
Scotty's watching Amber playing solitaire and looking at her to see if she's cheating or not.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely cheating.
I mean, any card games you try to play with Krath, he's definitely cheating on them, but you'll never know.
Yep.
Are we able to get back to the deck?
Do you try it?
Yeah, I guess I can try since Scotty's exhausted.
Yeah. You push against the hatch. Give me a strength check.
1 second. Dang, I can't do athletics.
No, you can do athletics. I'll let you do that.
Yeah, I have better athletics than I do strength. Waiting on it to load. My computer's slow.
Yeah, no worries.
Can Alaris assist him in trying to push this hatch open?
I wish I'd known I could have used athletics before, because that's a +10 and my strength is on +5.
No. Yes, Alaris can help. Alaris has a +3 to his strength, so we'll
So
add
it'd be a
that to your
15.
roll. 15? Okay, so Rosie and Alaris, you two go up to the hatch, and you kind of look at it. You get your hands on the hatch, you look at each other, you count down 3, 2, 1. You both shove as hard as you possibly can. The hatch flies open, no resistance at all. And you both kind of stumble on each other and just fall down and bang your heads together.
We look at we go look at Scotty like it wasn't hard at all. Like, what was your problem, man?
Yeah, we feck.
Yeah, I love this. Alaris will just ping off that and go, "Come on, you got to lift weights, man."
I will show me how you can lift weights. Get that anchor overboard.
When you guys get to the top deck, one of the sails does have a tear in it, and a drift of snow has piled up against the starboard side of the boat. And but otherwise, the boat seems to have survived. And it is calm and sunny.
Where I'm pinging right here,
Mm-hmm.
I want to go ahead and use the cantrip create bonfire.
Okay.
So create bonfire, concentration up to 1 minute. You create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range until the spell ends. The bonfire fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the bonfire space, when you cast a spell, must assume a dexterity saving throw of 1d8 fire damage. The creature must also make a saving throw when it enters the bonfire space for the first time on a turn and ends a turn there. I'm basically wanting to use it just to warm the area up, though, so we can walk within 10 feet and like not freeze to death.
Okay. All right.
Right, before we do leave the boat, Scotty wants to throw the anchor over. Make sure it don't move.
Okay.
You pick it up.
Give me strength. No, I'm kidding. All right. So, Scotty, you toss the anchor over. Rosie gets a bonfire going. Amber's just enjoying the warmth of the bonfire and says, "Man, I wish we had marshmallows."
Oddly, I was thinking exactly the same thing.
She just shoots you a wink.
My plan is just basically to, since there's no wind, for us to start walking and just leap fire bonfires in front of us. Leapfrog them.
Okay.
This is concentration. The other one would disappear as the new one began. And it's just like, fire popping up in front of us.
Okay.
And we're walking within 10 feet to keep us warm.
Every 10 feet. I like it. All right.
Yeah. We just got to stay 10 feet away from it. So it's going to like be 10 foot ahead of us. So we'll be warm as we're walking constantly, walking towards the warm.
Okay.
If
If we get within 5, it's going to burn. So 10 feet ahead.
we don't have anything you could cast that onto, so we could keep the one and make it mobile.
No, it don't work that way.
Yeah,
It's a
not
shame.
not with
I'm using a combat cantrip in a non-combat way.
Yeah.
but it's creative, and I appreciate that. So it's good to go. Okay, yeah, you guys You walk for about an hour, and you feel the wind shift a little bit. It begins blowing towards the north, but it is a very light breeze, maybe 1 mile per hour. No big deal.
Should warm up a little bit then if it's coming from the south.
When we go to leave the boat, Alaris wants to reach out to Milo and see if he climbs up onto him to go with him.
Milo still just kind of... He's hesitant. He kind of hangs out on the back of the boat still. So let me do a persuasion roll for you.
Will a packet of mayo help?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
You know, with Milo, you just never know. Okay, persuasion.
Ay caramba.
Nat 1. No, Milo does not go with you. He just kind of keeps staring out the back of the boat.
When I do checks that I'm proficient in, and I'm proficient in persuasion, I can treat any roll below a 10 as a 10.
That's rogues. What's that? Reliable talent, right?
Yup.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so as a 10. All right. Okay. So, with that, then, Milo does look longingly back out to sea and then just slowly kind of turns towards you and then turns back to look out to sea one more time and then turns back and kind of crawls up your arm and almost like lays down on your shoulder, and you think you hear a as it does.
I'm gonna pat its back and go, I know, I'm gonna miss him too, buddy.
All right. Okay, so the journey continues. You guys get another hour deeper into the woods, and the wind shifts again. This time, it's going, let's see. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, we got... Okay. Yep, it is. The wind is going north to south. It has shifted 180 degrees, and it is picking back up rapidly. You guys feel like a storm is moving in very, very quickly, and you need to find shelter now.
Can I try something just to see what it would do before it gets too bad? Since I can, you do use an instant cantrip and not mess with my bonfire.
Yep, go for it.
I'm going to use the cantrip gust. You seize the air and compel it to create one of the following effects at a point you can see within range. One medium or small creature that you choose must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 5 feet away from you. You create a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried, and that the weight is no more than 5 pounds. The object is pushed 10 feet away from you. If it isn't pushed with enough force to cause damage, you create a harmless sensory effect such as air causing leaves to rustle, wind to slam shutters shut, or for clothing to ripple and breeze. I want to try to create like a slow air bubble around me to kind of just force the wind to go around me, like a windbreak.
Okay. So, you attempt this, and for half a second, it seems like it works, and then the wind just overcomes your gust.
Okay.
The storm is building quickly and violently.
Okay, I've just had a dumb idea.
Okay.
I'm about ready to
But
hit
it might not
See
be.
if I can find some shelter.
Right, so we have tiny hut, or the equivalent of it, don't we? Now, you see, what I'm wondering is if we cast that and we all get in it, but one of us sticks our legs out of it and tips it forward.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, neither do I.
We get a canoe. We get a canoe. And we walk along the bottom of the ocean.
So
It was just.
So we
it got
put
me
the
thinking.
we put the entrance of it on the canoe, and then we take turns pulling the canoe through the snow.
The thing that gave me the idea is there was an episode of Doctor Who where the TARDIS had shrunk to the point where it was basically about 8 or 10 inches tall. And the Doctor had to get it off of a railway line before a train came and smushed it. So he basically stuck his hand out the door, and it was like basically Thing from the Addams Family. With the TARDIS on his back as like a snail shell. And he did that to move it, and I was thinking something similar, but only with legs.
I mean, there'd be no way to see where we were going, but hey.
We can have someone pop their head out every now and again, as far as that goes.
Set it back down and look, and pot, of course. Well, is it a survival check, or what is a check to try to find shelter?
Yes, I'm going to need survival checks. As many people that want to look for shelter, give me a survival check. I hope that's all of you.
Because wherever we find, though, I'm still going to use a bonfire to stay warm.
How many of those miniature hotels can we pop up?
It depends on how generous the DM wants me to be, because we shouldn't have been able to do that first one, but he said he would allow me to have those items. So how many of those items would I have been able to find and bought? How generous is the DM today?
Well, I was going to do it for only that one spell because I kind of was curious about it. But I will go ahead and say you have enough to do it one more time.
One more time.
So if we cast that onto a piece of bark,
Wait.
a sail on said piece of bark.
What if we roll a fate dice, and whatever the fate dice lands on, that's how many more he has?
I mean,
I will charge you 2 fate dice for rolling 1. How's that?
And actually sounds pretty fair.
I'm good with it.
Because you could end up with a material to make 6, so...
Each one of those hold how many? Just one?
The little mansions hold all of you guys.
Yep, all of us, and we get fully fed, and we can party all night, basically.
Oh, so we only need one.
I get to sleep and, dream about more bonfires.
Okay, so he already allowed us one. So here's what I say. We will try to continue as best as we can until we need that one, and if we happen to need another one, then we'll spend the fate death on it.
Well,
right now we got 20.
if you want the devil's bargain, you have to take the devil's bargain.
I kind of figured you were going to say that. I was just hoping you wouldn't.
Nope.
Fair enough.
And you see
Alright,
what I'm wondering is if we can rig up some sort of...
Next question. If we take the devil's bargain and we get more than one, do we have to use the excess now, or can we save them for later?
Oh, you can totally save it for later.
Yeah, I was going to say, I assume I'll just have the material.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 22. Is that not good enough to find shelter?
It is.
Okay, so we have enough to find shelter, and I can keep a bonfire going for like a minute at a time. Just keep popping it.
But do we? But that still doesn't like because we have to decide whether we want to do this now or never. So if you're confident enough that we can make it all the way there with only one mansion, then I'm happy for it. I'd rather keep the 2 faith guy.
Well,
I mean,
it
we can
is.
just let me keep rolling for survival shelters until we need to use your mansion, and then
I mean, I'm okay with using the fate dice because say we get 3 mansions, and then if we continue to find shelter, then we're good. But if we can't find shelter, then we know we're at least good for 3 nights.
Here's the thing: is
we gotta figure for the trek out too.
But the thing is, like, as long as we're in a town, I can get a metric shit ton of those mansions because they're only like the material cost is only 5 gold each. So as long as we're in a town, I can get a bunch of.
Maybe the orcs have silver spoons when we get there.
Well, we got 2 days in and 2 days out, so
yeah,
we can always keep the shelters in our back pocket and not necessarily use them, but we have them in an emergency.
All right. Well, I'm neutral on the vote. I know there's 2 that said yes. What about the other 2? What's your opinions? Yay or nay?
Well, bear in mind, like
whatever.
the fate dice, anybody that wants to spend a fate dice, that is their decision. So it is up to you, Kreth. Are you taking it or are you not?
Well, I already have 50%. I already have 50% of people saying they want to do it, so I feel like I might as well do it.
Okie dokie.
All I'm saying is it sounds like a good deal to me. It's up to you.
All right. Fuck. That's my luck, all right. That's my luck. 2 face dice for 5 gold worth of materials is what we just did.
Did we all roll, or was that the roll?
No, that was it.
That was to do with us. That was you.
All right, so right now we have the choice. We can just take the shelter I found with a bonfire.
Oh, yes, absolutely. We're not using a mansion right now.
So, okay. All right. So, yeah.
God, I love this game.
Y'all just gotta keep, reminding me every minute to recast the bonfire.
How did I know that was going to happen?
Hey guys, look at it the bright side. We've made it 50 feet.
Hey guys! I just happened to find 5 gold worth of material in my pocket, but I feel like the gods are angry at us now. I don't know why.
We had to do it for the content.
Thelerin does not smile upon you.
Hey guys, look! I found 5 gold worth of materials. I can cast that spell again. I get struck by lightning immediately.
Correct. You might use that passive perception to see if, like, the smoke from my fire is, like, drifting towards the orcs or not.
And I could do active perception. There it goes. Which might be higher than my passive, if I can get to the right.
You don't roll a 1 again.
Shut up! How about that? I roll. My passive is 22. I rolled a 22. So
nice. Yeah. The smoke has no chance of reaching the orcs. The very
to the south, right?
Correct. But more so than that, the wind is kicking up so bad that bonfire, like, it's still burning because it is magical. However, it's pretty much burning against the ground. The wind is blowing so hard that the flames can't even reach up. And any smoke that it's putting off is being dissipated into the wind instantly.
So I just basically have the wind equivalent to a Dakota firehole.
Pretty much. Yep.
It works.
Hey, we can cook our meals on it if nothing else.
Not really.
I could slam an orc into it.
Yeah,
You put it directly on the fire, it's going to cook no matter how strong the wind is.
Yeah, but it's also, like, frigid out, so the part that's touching the flame will cook. Yeah, exactly. It'll be like a hot pocket.
Yeah, you put it directly on the flame, you take a bite, and then put it directly on the flame again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you tried the new ice flavored Hot Pockets?
Delicious.
Is any of the snow around it melting?
No, not really. Not that you can tell. It's like the flame just, if it wasn't magical, it would have been long gone.
Yeah. Thank God
Has
for
anybody
magic
got ice wall? Ooh. Well, we got a makeshift ice wall. We got tidal wave, haven't we?
Yeah, but that's a level 3 spell.
Yeah. I was thinking if we could use something like ice wall or tidal wave to create a windbreak that we could then walk behind.
Yeah, but that only gets us like 15 feet.
There. Mind you, we've only got 50 feet so far anyway.
Well, you guys have not. I know on the map you have. But you guys have walked for 3 hours. You're 3 hours away from the shore. So you've gone a good ways.
Okay.
I know the map is a little deceptive, but
I'm going to give a ration to my robot puppy and scratch on his ear and everything and keep the bonfire going.
okay. Yep. The winds are persistent. They continue at the same speed, but they do shift going slightly. Let's see. Yeah, they shift going blowing towards the west.
While we were camping around the bonfire, do I have a chance to do another animal training?
Go for it. And what are you teaching, Mardio?
Present.
Present.
Am I going to get to do a roll too, or is it?
Yep.
The only thing Creth is doing is being grumpy because the wind's too strong to smoke.
Well, I'm just 2 rolls away from having a dog that can fetch oysters.
Damn, all right.
At 11
Not
with
that
tail.
kind. You may have been on your call. Not the kind of oysters you want.
Orky Mountain oysters. Is a 29 good enough?
Yes, absolutely. 11, however, is not. So, Vlad, that's a fail. Sorry.
So if we keep this going, by the time we get there, I might have something.
Well, it's 1 roll per day, so. And these winds you guys are starting to notice seem to change every hour.
But with the wind shift, can we travel again or nah?
You can. It's gonna hurt.
The wind's at our back, so we might be able to make a bit of extra progress.
If we travel amongst the trees, is the trees any good with a windbreak, or is the wind too strong for that?
It's way too strong.
As long as we find a place to camp, are we able to do like a full proper rest, assuming we don't get ambushed or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys, that survival check that yielded a 22, you guys are in a decent shelter now. Thank you for the reminder. Inadvertent reminder. It seems to be like just a little depression in the ground, but with tree fall that just happened to stack up just right to create an almost natural lean-to. So you guys were able to all kind of huddle underneath it and use your bedrolls to kind of like cover your shoulders, trap in as much heat as possible. And it is keeping you out of the wind. And the bonfire is doing what it can, along with the bedrolls, to keep you warm.
Mm.
I bet there's no airship ready to blow up the cape to keep warm.
But that also means that we can afford to take a little bit of damage on the travel over, as long as we can rest before we actually start the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's a little riskier, obviously, but we can do it.
Yeah.
Well,
and
we
is it
do
better-
have one mansion to get a good long rest in.
So 2, actually. We have 2. Because I had one before the roll, and the roll gave me another one.
Yep.
Even better.
Yeah, you guys are sitting pretty.
Maybe. Maybe.
Alaris
If we
wants to
had
give
7
Milo-
mansions, we'd really be sitting pretty. But the dice was not in my favor today.
While we sit and wait, Alaris wants to give Milo a gold coin just to see what he does.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Milo takes the coin and kind of turns it around in its front little pincers, and a couple of its legs, like middle legs, kind of come back around. And with one pincer, it starts spinning the gold coin really, really, really fast. And another little leg comes in and starts kind of like moving up against the coin. And you see little gold shavings flaking off. And when it gets done, it quits spinning. And this little gold coin has been kind of carved down and lathed into a little tiny figurine. And it looks a little bit like Torque. And it hands it back to you.
I take it, and I want to show Milo that I like it with gratitude, but I don't know really how to communicate. So I smile, and it's like I put it, in my compartment.
Okay. Yep. And you have no idea if Milo understands you or not.
I have no idea if I understand Milo, so we're about even.
Well, if you ever want to talk inside of you, you find the right wish. Make of that what you will.
Yeah, I was going to say phrasing, but let's move on, shall we? The winds do calm down. They're still blowing pretty fiercely, but they have dropped to about 16 to 17 miles per hour. So it is whipping pretty hard, but you do think you could probably move about some.
Quick question. We don't track mundane ammo, right?
Correct.
All right. Can I find like a medium-sized tree in front of us?
Yeah. There's plenty of them.
Yeah, I want to try to cut one down with my Gatling gun using mundane ammo.
Okie dokie. Let me see. Give me an attack roll.
Get my character sheet up. I don't think I didn't put it in my character sheet, but I'll just roll. I'll roll for like something else.
I could have swore I was still carrying my old axe, but apparently not.
Yeah, I'll just roll for the shotgun.
Okay.
Did it roll?
I don't see it yet.
No,
Sometimes it takes a minute.
I'll just roll D20.
Yeah, that works. Okay, and then add your dexterity mod and your proficiency.
That'd be a +7, so 15.
Okay. How much time do you want to invest trying to shoot this tree down?
2 15-round clips.
Okay. Alrighty. You do shred it up pretty good. It looks like it's probably about ready to fall. And it takes you about 10-15 minutes, but you do eventually get it down.
All right, so I'm going to throw produce flame at it.
Okay. It's green wood. in a snowy environment.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get the bow zone lit up, but not the actual trunk, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm hoping that when it collapsed to the ground with enough impact, it shook the snow off the green boughs, and with pine tar and a little bit of heat, might get a decent fire on it going.
How long does Produce Flame last? And
Produce flame can stay in my hand up for a minute if I'm using it as a torch, but if I throw it, it's just like a small firebolt.
Gotcha. Yeah. That doesn't really do it.
Lighten it with the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if he wants to flamethrower it up, that'd be great.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so the flamethrower definitely does the trick. There's enough fire there that it does get the boughs of the pine tree going.
Now I'm going to tell Scotty, there you go, carry that around for warmth.
Okay, so 20 minutes have been spent cutting down a tree to make a big torch. Scotty, are you dragging it or?
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Why? It's already gone insane.
Give me an athletics
Carry the
check,
Christmas tree.
and let's see if it slows you down any.
Oh, fucking hell.
Damn.
Yeah, it slows you down.
That one isn't that 20.
Yeah, so here's what happens. You start dragging this tree, and at first it kind of does sort of work. It's keeping your back warm. And then you start to feel cold again. And you look back behind you, and you realize as you drug this tree through the snow, you inadvertently put it out. And you've been dragging a tree for no reason.
Go for a smaller tree next time, lads.
Wasn't my fucking idea.
I thought you were Mr. Strongman, Mr. I'm bred for this environment. Mountains don't slow me down, Goat Man.
For God's sake, I'm a farmer, not a lumberjack.
How about this? Why don't we just try to make as best time as we can when the weather's good? We double time it, and when the weather turns bad, we take a minute and try to find some shelter.
Okay,
Make it
let's do
simple.
that. I'll keep popping bonfires. I was just hoping to have a more permanent fire.
Well, this fucking around with shooting down trees, we're losing perfectly good travel time. And freezing our asses off for doing it.
Well, if you pick it, we have firewood, man. Come on.
The whole forest
in a
is fucking firewood.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're in a forest. We got plenty of firewood.
Well, maybe you could dry it off.
Well, there's the tree. Have at it, lad.
You can produce all the fire you want. You can always just dry it out yourself if we need it.
Yeah, I guess we could. All right, just keep popping. I guess keep popping bonfires.
All right, and I need everybody to take 2 points of cold damage.
Okay.
The winds shift again, this time heading to the northeast, and they are also beginning to pick back up. It is not quite dire yet, but it is a good 20, 25 miles per hour now.
Can I do a, don't know whether it'd be an insight or a nature check, because if these winds are changing every hour, is it like clockwork or is it just coincidentally every hour?
It's coincidentally, because that's the easiest way for me to do this.
You see, I had in my head again another weather machine.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go ahead and give me a nature check if you want, and I will see.
Net 20.
Oh,
I
holy
did a
shit.
survival check. I did a
Oh,
survival
it was
check.
my bad.
I did a survival check, nat 20.
Yeah, okay, so you guys are all confident, like a 10 would have been good enough, but overachievers here. So, Scotty,
There's fate involved.
right? Scotty, you're pretty sure these are natural winds. It's just how far north you are. But then for Krith and Mort, you guys have a better understanding of nature, it would seem. And you guys know that it is the way the mountains interact with the tundra, interacting with the ocean, interacting with the fact that you're in the Arctic Circle. The winds are just absolutely crazy up here. It's natural, but it's insane.
Natural and wild, the way
Yep.
it should be.
Well, I
Sounds
think
like
I'm
Rosie.
beginning to see, lads, why no fecker ever comes up here.
Sounds like Rosie, natural and wild. So yeah, are we wanting to do shelter, or are we wanting to just hunker down and wait?
I'm fine with going longer in the snow.
All right, let's just keep leapfrogging the bonfire in
Uh,
front of us.
I reckon we keep going until we can't.
Yeah.
Okay. The winds shift a little bit, but they also calm down. They are now blowing due west. And
Like it's peaceful there.
Yep. And they're only blowing at about 10 miles per hour. However, for the previous hour, I do need everyone to take 5 more points of damage.
5 more.
All right.
Well, I'm under 100 now.
Do you know, I'm curious because I started a rage to try and get that hatch open, and my rage doesn't run out on its own anymore. It keeps going until I tell it to stop.
And you
So
never
those
told it
points
to
of
stop.
weather. No, so those points of weather damage, are they halved?
They would be. Well, let me double check rage.
It's actually persistent rage now.
Yeah, but what I'm looking for is the verbiage of rage. Like, what exactly does it have? Because it might be just like battle damage, or it might kind
It's
of be
physical
all.
damage, but some subclasses of barbarian get some elemental damage reduction depending on what subclass.
Yeah, so what I'm reading here on D&D Beyond is you have a resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So that tells me that no, your the cold weather damage will not be halved.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, there's
Worth a shot.
there are like some barbarians that do elemental stuff that would get some like types, but not all types of elemental damage reduced by half, but
Yeah.
not berserker.
All right. Let's see. You guys keep going for another hour. Okay. Let's see what the wind does to y'all now. Winds don't, they shift direction slightly, start going southwest, but you guys get another hour in without the winds picking up any further.
Nice.
Any clue to how close we are to the orc village?
You guys have been traveling for 6 hours thus far.
How many hours is a day's travel?
That would be, I would say, 12 hours. I wouldn't think that you would want to travel any longer than that because you need to set up your camp. You want to stop and take breaks, meals, bathroom, etc.
Long rest would be 8 hours on soon. Want one of them.
Are we still moving, or are we sitting down and stopping right now?
I'm fine with continuing on.
All right,
Good to continue.
Can I do a quick nature check to see if there's any kind of medicinal flowers nearby?
Go for it.
Nature check.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be nice not to medicine check.
There it is. Yeah, 21. You do come across some bushes that have medicinal purposes. The problem is it is so cold that the bush is dormant right now. So it's the flowers that you need, it's just not there.
Well, boo, I didn't take Druidcraft, so I can't make it bloom. Well, boo. All right. Keep moving on.
Okay, you guys get another hour in. And the winds begin to pick up once again. They're blowing towards the west. The winds reach speeds of about 45 miles per hour. So you guys need to start finding shelter fast. Need survival checks, please.
And 4.
Alaris will look for shelter.
Bloody hell.
Let me get my character sheet up again.
My ranger is not rangering.
I got 21.
The hippie's going to hippie. 12.
Am I the only one that's going to roll good on this? Jesus.
So far.
Yep.
Alaris, just want you to know, you got a 3.
We're all gonna die!
I got a 21. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, so that 21 is enough. Kreth does pull through for you guys again. And he finds a little cave. And it's barely big enough for you all to fit in, but you all kind of squeeze in and cuddle up and get cozy and use your bedrolls to plug the entrance to the cave.
God, what would you guys do without me?
Do we still got the... Was he still dragging the tree?
No, he dropped
Why
that a
would I
while
be dragging
ago.
a tree that isn't any use?
Well, now it's of use. We're inside of a cave. I can put it next to the bonfire and dry it, and then we can set it on fire.
No room.
Would you look at that? Right outside the opening of the cave, there's another tree.
In fact, there's a dozen of them.
I'm not going
Yeah.
to chop down another tree. That took too long. Y'all can chop this tree down.
Yeah, there's no room to drag a tree in here anyway. You guys are literally stacked on top of each other. Like it is a small little cave.
Anything, it'd probably be uncomfortably warm from just body heat.
I feel like Cress would be uncomfortably cold to anyone touching him.
As with the Sentinels, and at least half of the enhanced wolf.
This is half of the wolf here. Fair enough.
Vlad has
I'm just like a giant cold seek.
Vlad has a booger stuck in his nose that whistles when he breathes, and he can't pick it because he has talons, and so it just annoys the shit out of everyone.
He's probably got amber huddled into his side.
And she is not very happy. It's like
Not a happy camper.
But dressed appropriately for the climate.
I'm just glad I put trousers on, lad. Wouldn't you want to be up here in a kilt Whistling
Who
up me Khyber Pass.
farted?
Just realized Rosie never wears pants.
And you guys realize, for some odd reason, you can see each other. And as you look around in the little cave, you realize that there are little glowing crystals in the rocks. And as you breathe, as you exhale on them, they glow a little bit brighter.
Oh.
Okay.
Have we got a stick?
You had one, you left it.
That was not a stick. That was a fucking tree. There's a difference.
More than a stick. That was a log.
Because I'm wondering if I put one of those crystals on the end of a stick and stuck it out in the wind just to see what happened.
I mean, I don't know why you need a stick for it. Just grab it and do it.
Tim, if I was to drop the bonfire for a
Well,
split second,
You
what
see,
would happen?
you see what my suspicion is that if we're breathing out on it and it's making them glow brighter, if you put it out in a gale force wind, it could go supernova, and I don't want to have that in my hand when it does.
Yeah, you're a big, strong lad. If it starts to get too temperamental, just drop it. I believe in you.
I was going to try seeing what happens if I use produce flame and touched it with a burning hand to see what happened if it was heat or if it was wind.
Fair enough. I
Well, we
won't
guess-
stop you. Go for it.
So, but I have to drop the bonfire, I think.
Yeah,
And the problem,
the bonfire is outside in the wind, not doing you any good anyway. So
I was going to say, I think we'll be fine without the bonfire for a minute.
All right, so I'm going to do the produce flame cantrip, but instead of using it as a weapon, I'm going to do the torch bit, and I'm just going to like take one finger and like gently touch it with a burning finger.
doesn't seem to do anything.
All right,
But,
so it's not heat. So
But when you produce that flame, it almost overpowers the light from the rocks. So it just kind of washes them out.
gotcha.
okay, let's try my theory then.
So I guess I'll just extinguish my hand so I don't burn us all to death with a burning hand inside.
I mean, if you
I'll see.
think
I'll
it's
see
about,
if I can.
if you think it's about wind, just blow on it real hard and see if it lights up heavier.
Yeah.
I'll
pass
try
the
that.
window.
I'll try that first, and then if that works, I'll stick it outside and see what happens.
Okay.
So I'll try and dislodge one from the rocks, see if there's a loose one that I can wiggle free.
Are
Which
these the
is-
nuke crystals? Can I make a nuke real quick?
These are not PTN 311.
Is this uranium?
So
I must make centrifuge.
it's you do find a loose one. They're not hard at all to pull out of the little ground and rock that they're growing on. You pop it off pretty easy, and as you blow on it, it reaches a brightness equivalent to a torch, and that's it. It stops there, but it also keeps that brightness.
Does it produce any heat when it does that?
Nope, just light.
Right. Okay. Then I'm going to take the one that's I've currently got and is currently glowing very brightly, and I'm going to try holding it out in the wind and see what happens.
No change. It's like
Okay.
it's like it's hit its max output, and that's all it can do.
Either way, I'm going to start collecting them and stuffing my pockets full of them because they're going to come in useful.
Okay. Roll
Light
me
source.
a d12. Hot damn.
That'll be a 10.
You successfully managed to harvest 10 glowstones.
Nice.
And you realize as you pull your hand back in Like, it is getting worse outside. The winds are now at tempest speeds of over 51 miles per hour. And it's a good thing you guys are in shelter.
Hanging out here for another hour, then.
Not much else you can do.
Can I cut a section of rope and dip it in lamp oil?
How are you gonna dip it in lamp oil without spilling it all over everybody?
Well, the plan was to, basically untangle the rope after I cut it into like small strands and dip it in like wicks, and then coil it up, and make a little small rope fire.
Yeah,
Burning,
you can
like,
totally do
small
that.
strands burning small strands at a time. I can roll for survival if you want me to see if that works.
No, I'll go ahead and I'll say it works. Yeah.
And that way we have a little bit of a small fire in there for a little bit of heat. So that way it'd be a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, that's clever. I like it.
I also have some hand grenades we could use to warm it up.
No.
All right, so you guys hang out in
Those
this
are
cave
dorks.
for 2 more hours. And finally, the winds calm down to practically nothing. You guys go to come out to move, and the sun has gone down. It is now nighttime. Even though you've only been able to actually move for about 7 hours today, the storms have just eaten up the rest of the daylight.
Well, we made half decent. Well, we
Well-
did about as best as we could.
Are we going to use the mansion, or are we going to do something else?
I wouldn't say use it yet.
Yeah, I would say
Because you got to remember, we only have 2, and we still have to get back to the ship after this.
I
And
was
we
gonna-
currently have a cave that is providing nice shelter, so
So will I be able to do like a rest to regain spell slots?
So here's the thing. It is a very, very tight shelter that you guys have found. You guys will be able to rest to regain hit points, but not spell slots, unless you want to look for a better shelter.
I will say, I don't have any spell slots missing, but because of my race, I can just as long as I sit immobile for 4 hours, I get a full rest.
Yeah, I can do that too because of my race. But what I was thinking about doing was expanding a spell slot to make the cave bigger, like Stone Shape or Move Earth.
Yeah. If you do that, yes, you will be able to get a legit full rest.
Oh, if you can move Earth, I assume, of course, DM would have to confirm. I assume we don't even have to look for a shelter. You could just use that spell. You can make a little burrow for us, and then
Yeah, Move Earth's a level 6 though, and it's a heavy hitter. So if I use it,
but yeah, that's kind of like my mansion spell. It's a level 7 if I remember right.
yeah.
So it's I can only use it once, but when I use it, I'm going to get a long rest immediately after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can hit Stone Shape, and Stone Shape would be enough to make it big enough, and I'm only using a level 4 spell. So of course I'm getting it back.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm using Move Earth, I can make this cave bigger. But Move Earth requires soft ground. It can't be stone, whereas Stone Shape won't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
As long as we get a long rest out of the use, it really doesn't matter what level.
yeah, I got you. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I want to hit Stone Shape at the back of the cave and create a 5-foot bigger indention into the cave.
Nice. Yeah.
And then out in front of the cave entrance, I'm going to use my casting of Spike Earth from my sickle and put down a barrier of spike growth. So if someone tries to come in the cave, we'll know about it.
Okay. So, here's what happens. You aim your arm at the back of the cave because you're going to fire in your drilling charges the same way that you've always, moved and shaped earth before and stone. But before you can fire off even one drilling charge, it's like the ground just moves to your will and does exactly what you wanted it to.
I'm going to look down confused at my hand, and I'm be like, I can use C4 for so much more things now.
Do it again, lad.
All right, so I'm going to cast it one more time, and I guess move it back another, make it 10 foot deeper this time.
Same exact thing. This time,
if we can do this, we may be able to tunnel our way for a good distance.
I can only cast, I only can cast 3 level 4 spells, so I can only do 15 foot. Now, if I had an armadillo, like a giant armadillo, it would be set. But someone's like, no, we don't need badgers.
Well, badgers are different to armadillos.
Yeah, but badgers still have a burrowing feet of 35 feet in D&D.
Now, you see, what I'm wondering is what would happen if I smacked the wall with my hammer? Would I be able to essentially mine the wall and remove material?
what kind of check would that be? Let me see. I mean, there's a handful of checks that would be, but I'm going to go with athletics.
That's one of the good ones.
Don't do that one, you're going to cause a cave in.
No, not one.
Yep. So, Scotty, you swing your hammer at the back of the cave, and a fair amount of debris crumbles down from the hit. And you feel like a hammer's not the proper tool for this. A pick and a shovel would be better.
Obviously.
But it's doable.
So it's 10 feet back plus what we initially had at the beginning of the mouth of the cave. Is that good enough? Everybody can get a long rest, or I need to use my last one and do
it's
5 feet.
It's plenty good.
All right, so I'm going to pull the dog close to me. I'm going to go into a trance to get my long rest in to get my spell slots back.
Have we got enough room for a campfire in the middle as well?
Yep.
So my burning rope.
I'm just gonna sit facing the entrance of the cave and do my 4 hour just sitting still.
Okay. Yeah, you could burn rope, or you could, I don't know, produce flame, or whatever you want to do to start a fire. You can do it. I don't recommend bonfire. That might be a little too big.
Well, no, I was just going to ask everybody to give me 5 feet of their rope, and I was going to unravel it and soak it in lamp oil and stuff like that, and Molotov cocktail oil, and just, make a small fire with that.
I do have 10 torches.
Well, yeah, even if we put a torch in the middle and light it up, I mean, an actual like 3 birthday candles will raise the temperature in a closed space up to 2 degrees, which is more than enough to keep you from dying.
3 torches make a campfire. So if you want to mark off 3 torches, you guys have a campfire.
Work.
Yeah, that'll throw one into the mix.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like flick my thumb like it's a big lighter, and then use flame to light my thumb up and light the fire like that.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, and the produced flame, without any fuel, without any flint, you get your produced flame.
I'm just looking because the gas valve on my arm was shut off. I'm trying to figure out I'm still figuring out why I'm not expending all the resources I used to have to expend to do these things.
No. little.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yep, go for it.
So is this going to be a short rest or a long rest?
It sounds like everybody wants to do a long rest, and you might as well. Sun's down anyway.
Look,
Yeah, we're not traveling through a blizzard when the sun's down.
got my 7 points of health back.
Okay, Rosie, with that 17, you sit there meditating for a little while, and something does feel different in the air, almost energized, but in a very strange way. You can't quite tell. Maybe it's this place, or maybe something changed when that bomb went off. You're just not quite sure.
Can I make a comparison to how nature normally feels to me and see if it feels different than normal? Like if the world, the nature of the world has changed.
Yep.
I'm doing nature check. Kind of
And-
combine the two to see if I can get an answer.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the fabric of nature has changed.
So I'm going to kind of relay to everybody how nature used to feel to me, and what I'm how I'm feeling the difference in the changes, and how things that I normally had to do the things I used to do. It's no longer that. What I want to happen is just happening because nature itself is just responding to what I tell it to do.
Just quickly, that glowstone that I blew on and lit up, what's the state of that at present, and how much time has passed since I did it?
You did that over an hour ago. So at this point, it is just a dead gray rock.
So they have one charge and then they're dead.
Yep.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, Amber is. She's just sitting by the fire, kind of hugging her knees to her chest, enjoying the warmth, and listening to you, Rosie. And she thinks about it for a minute. And she's like, I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, something does feel different about nature. Ever since Meridian got destroyed, I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but it's as soon as I saw that mushroom cloud, it was like something changed. Do you know how, when you're laying in bed and it's kind of a cool night and you're all warm and comfy under the blanket and you pull the blanket up a little too high and it exposes your toes and your toes get cold instantly? That's kind of how it feels. Well, for me anyway.
All right.
Not your way of saying you're getting cold feet, lass.
Not exactly, no. It's my way of saying that something in the world has changed and shifted.
She can feel it in her bones, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
I miss having bones.
Bones break.
That's what you were saying earlier. I can't say I felt a change in nature as a whole, but never been one for nature. I can tell you I know what it feels like to one day not be able to do anything special, and the next day things are happening around you that you can't quite explain.
So he's animated dead, right?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. Frankenstein's monster.
Vilify. What happens if I cast Revivify?
That's a good question. I wouldn't know. I was like,
Huh.
Is he immune to it, or is it like, would it mess him up instead of helping him?
I don't know.
Okay, so let me ask you: is Kreth 100% Kreth, or is he a Frankenstein's monster that's kind of piecemeal?
Okay, so the whole idea of the reborn, or the type of reborn I'm playing, is he is basically, there is a majority him, there's a primary him, but kind of the whole, especially with the subclass I picked. So the subclass of Bard, he can call on to past spirits to gain benefit. Like you roll a dice and you can get a boon depending on what spirit have. With the class I have, I also can just randomly get memories from the different pieces of there.
Okay, so he's a Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, he's a Frankenstein monster, and he will occasionally get memories from any piece added onto him.
Okay.
Okay, so like, here's the funny thing. I touch a creature that has died within the last minute. So he's been dead way past that. But
Yes.
the creature returns to life with 1 hit point. The spell can't return to life a creature that has died of old age, nor it can restore any missing parts. So, like, if there was like a newer part of his body that was dead, like his pinky toe from a different body, I could just bring that pinky toe back to life.
I don't know what that would do, but in theory, yes.
It'd be awkward if nothing else.
I just wish it didn't have that within the last minute part, because I could just like wreak havoc on you for 300 gold.
My pinky toe has a mind of its own. What?
Well, I know exactly what would happen, and it wouldn't be pretty. So,
Yeah. Your body starts fighting itself.
So Vlad rolled a nature check around the whole what is this magic thing and got a 25.
Yeah. So for Vlad, what I would say is colors almost seem more vivid. Scents are almost more intense. Sensations, touch, almost electrifying for Vlad. Moving just walking around, walking normally, it's almost like the air is thicker, almost tangible to you now.
But no understanding of like what it really is or what's going on.
Not really. Give me a history or religion.
Said what a religion?
History or religion?
Yeah, we're gonna do religion. That's way better. And it's not.
So there's folklore tales amongst the Dragonkin that the first Dragonborn could create the way the dragons do, and they could mold from nothing. And you're not exactly certain, but you kind of have a hunch. Maybe this is something like those old tales.
I had been thinking about how I was able to make hundreds of arrows from one. And since the world has seemed different to me. There are ancient tales among my kind. First of us were able
like the great dragon fathers and mothers before us, to create from nothing and mold the world from their will. Perhaps this is something like that.
I mean, Scotty figures, well, he works with the land, he's a farmer. So I thought he'd try and do a nature check, but I guess there's probably too much snow on the ground for him to tell much.
Well, you guys are in a cave right now, so the soil's a little bit different. You wouldn't try to grow something inside of a cave.
But yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the whole environment isn't conducive to Scotty feeling at one with the land like he would on the farm, for example.
Yep. Yeah, Scotty would be looking for rich, dark soil, and it's just
Not here.
yeah, not in the cave. Maybe if you were to get through the snow and the permafrost.
So what you're saying is I definitely should erupt the earth.
Yeah, right now, inside the cave.
Well, we're all stood on it.
Uh-huh.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
I mean, it'll plow the ground. I mean,
Indeed, it would. So, you guys all just turn in for the night, I assume, or are you posting guards, or what's the deal there?
I'm going into a trance, so I'm semi-asleep, semi-awake. I just don't move for 4 hours, and it's the same as a whole night's sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I can basically just sit. As long as I'm not moving, I can sit fully aware for 4 hours and get a full rest. So I'll just sit relatively close to the entrance, keeping a watch.
Yeah, I'll just make sure I got the wolf next to me, and I'll put my shotgun in my lap just in case, and then I'll go into a trance.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, you guys camp out for the night. Campfire keeps everybody warm and cozy and comfortable in this wonderful little cave that Rosie has crafted for you guys. Nothing happens. Nothing really stirs outside. No animals. Nothing. The winds do eventually calm down, and the sun comes up. Morning rises, and it has been calm outside since probably about early morning, probably a few hours before the sun came up. The winds died down, and there's been nothing since.
Poke me head out of the cave and go, "Here, lads, looks like perfect traveling weather."
Frickin' finally.
Quick little animal training.
Yep.
Dang it.
Do it. Oh, hell.
Super not good at this.
Right.
Let me see if I get the nuts done.
And why not Milo bonding?
Okay.
All right, so 26 with advantage.
Yep. You get the nuts done, as you so eloquently put it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna jack in, and talk to him and communicate with him and share memories with him again. I'm gonna show him the memory of the airship.
The one that you lit up?
Yeah.
All right. And Alaris, you do your little Milo bonding thing. What do you do exactly? Like,
I hand him a bullet this time. I just want to see what he does.
okay, yeah, he looks at the bullet, just a mundane bullet.
Yeah, just a mundane round for the Peacemaker.
Okay. He looks at it quizzically, and he's like turning it all kinds of different directions, and one of his little legs is like poking at it, and one of the legs like pokes the primer just right and sets it off, and it nails Amber right in the ass, but without the barrel to like channel the energy. It's like very low energy, just bounced right off. But she just screams a little. She's like, "Hey, what the hell?"
I'm gonna be like, ooh. Sorry about that.
Bounce a quarter off.
Rosie's going to look at Scotty and be like, quick, suck the poison out.
Wait, that was a poison round. What are you doing playing with poison rounds, lad?
No. It was a mundane round.
Rosie cuts him off and is like, to try to get him to go along with it.
Just FYI, guys, I'm gonna step back just a little bit. I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, it looked like a poison round to me, Scotty. You might want to be better safe than sorry.
You're going
Aye,
to have
lad,
to,
I know better than to believe anything that comes out of your mouth.
you're going to have to suck the poison out. It is the only way.
Amber picks up on what you guys are doing, and she just kind of like puts the back of her hand on her forehead, and she's like, "Oh, I'm getting faint."
I know what you're doing, lads. I know what you're doing. So where on your ass did it hit you?
Right here. And she kind of like, so she's wearing like this long like sweater, and she is wearing leather pants, and she just kind of like lifts up the sweater a little bit and points at her ass cheek, and she shoots Rosie a cheeky little grin.
Oh, you mean right where that hole isn't?
But you don't see it?
I smell poison. I mean, I know about these things. I definitely smell poison.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see where it isn't, lass.
Oh no,
If you wanted-
it was right here. And she's kind of like almost turning away from you, as if she's trying to look at her own butt.
Did I roll persuasion?
I don't know if Scotty will fall for it, but
Well, Vlad's also telling him the same story, and so is Amber. So I could have advantage on it.
and so is Alaris. But it's up to Scotty. Like, is Scotty gullible enough to fall for it when pretty much everyone in the party's telling him?
Right, what would I roll against that?
Perception.
Probably
Wisdom.
intelligence or wisdom.
Yeah, I would say wisdom or insight.
And that would be a wisdom save, wouldn't it?
Insight, definitely.
Oh, insight's +7, so.
As long as you don't nat one it.
Oh, yeah. Scotty knows y'all are just feeding him shit.
Well, lass, if you wanted me to kiss your ass, all you needed to do was ask.
Get View Holiday. Right now, you can save £50 per person.
£50 per person? Holy shit.
So, baby, hold my hand.
Amber's just going to be like, well, there's no fun in that.
Aye, true, but do you want to be getting up to them sort of of the lads? I mean, all we need to do is listen to them lot fapping all night because of what they'd seen. Do you really want to put up with that?
I'm not sure what fapping is, but it doesn't sound good, so no.
Aye, trust me, it ain't, lass.
I can't imagine. All
Let's
right.
put it this way: it's what lonely fellas do at night to keep themselves amused.
I figured since you like what the possum did, you wouldn't mind doing that.
All right. So, you guys head out of the cave, and you get to traveling, and the weather is really nice. You guys actually get to make up some time, and before too terribly long,
That looks scary and ominous.
icons in the top left corner. You guys finally make your way around to the north of the orc camp. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to look for shelter so I can bed down and wait for the infiltration team to do their mission without me freezing.
Okay. Give me survival.
So what?
So I'm going to try to construct like a sniper blind kind of deal, low to the ground, low visibility shelter. I may have to use some spells to make it work, but
So what
hopefully I can
exactly?
decide.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Rosie finds the perfect spot for a sniper blind. It's a little depression under some tree falls. And so it's got natural coverage, natural windbreak. It's ideal.
So I'm just going to set up there with the dog and me and wait for the signal.
Okay. Duncan, what was your
Wait,
question?
what was the signal we agreed on?
Amber comes
Oh,
running
wait.
out screaming.
So we talked about a couple different plans. Amber's gonna shapeshift into an orc and walk in.
Mhm.
There's the possibility of some people like plane stepping or whatever with her as potential backup. But what did we officially land on?
Honestly, I've no idea.
So I'm under the impression that what you guys were going to do is wait for Amber to do her thing.
I send Amber in as the assassin, and if all goes well, we bugger off.
Yep.
And if it
Y'all
doesn't
got-
go well, then we got ourselves a problem.
Yeah, I'd say Scotty and maybe Vlad go in the shadow realm and shadow her. So that way, if something does go wrong, you got some melee guys to have her back.
Scotty
I
would be all for that plan because he really, even though he knows she's capable, he doesn't like the idea of her going in alone.
And basically, then if y'all retreat and I see y'all retreating, I'll be able to lay down spike growth and something else to create a lane where y'all can travel in the middle. And then anybody who comes in that middle after you guys, I'm going to firestorm a path down through that.
Yeah.
I say to Amber, if it comes to it, get yourself back here and into this blind and do your thing with the gun.
Yeah, she can snipe from the location I got set up. Because, like I said, I'm gonna create a path where y'all can go in between two things, and in the middle between that path, anything that comes around that thing, I'm lighting up with firewall, and then we can bugger off as best we can. maybe back to that cave as a rally point.
Yeah, so Vlad can tell. So I agree, Vlad and Scotty should go with Amber in the Shadow Realm, because if things do get hairy, Vlad can lay down some hate to cover retreat. So he's going to tell he's going to tell Morio to stay with Rosie and alert, so that if anyone tries to flank Rosie, Morio will start yowling and making a ruckus as a warning.
Watch your 6.
Appreciate that. Give her a little scratch behind the ear too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Just imagine a cat sitting in a tree trying to cause a ruckus, going caw caw.
I think it's probably more like I'll hear the crunch of her breaking somebody's neck from behind with her mouth.
She does have a particularly devastating attack from an elevated position.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I don't like. Do you think they would notice if I had my wildfire spirit up in the air, or you think I need to wait for it? Might be too visible.
you don't know.
I
It's worth a
think
try.
hold on to that, and if it kicks off, then use it. If not, there's no point doing things that might draw attention.
All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and summon it, Tim, but I'll have it in the blind with me, like not fully flaming and like waiting for me to tell it to fly.
Okie dokie.
The way we've been rolling today.
Right? Okay. All right, so quick recap and then it's end of session. Amber's going in disguised. Vlad, Krith are going in the shadow plane with her. And everybody else is hanging back, waiting for things to go bad. Do I understand that right?
Scotty is going to pull his kilt out of his bag. And he's going to tear a strip off it and tie it around Amber's waist, so that way, while she's busy looking like an orc, we can tell which one's her and not attack her.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Not a red band around her left upper arm.
I don't have any red on me.
Do we still got the map that they drew for us?
Nobody said that they took it. So I'm going to assume no. Why?
I was just going to try to point to Amber which way to run out towards the tree line, but tell her not to worry. I'm just going to hit on each side of her. Just don't step to the left or don't step to the right.
She will have to run directly northwest.
Yes, straight ahead. Do not look back.
You got it. But this won't go bad. We got this. And that's where we'll end it.
Jinx.
Famous last words.
Let's hope
Oh,
not.
my dear, we got this.
Yeah. I'm about to have to commit so many war crimes because of that statement.
Well, you were planning on it anyway, right? So,
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But now I'm like, yeah.
it's all good.
This is orc territory. It's nothing but war crimes. So go ahead.
I mean, you've already found your excuse. Now you're just looking for extra ones.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I'm already mad. Like I'm still mad from like all the stuff. Like I got a cool puppy. And that's about the only thing that's like making me being like furious right now.
Santa's